Gang, guys, what's up? It's Shaquille Kiing here, the one and only Road to 100 billion rand gang. So guys, I will do a market analysis for y'all to see you guys. I will be looking at my top pairs and etc. and the DXY and so forth on. But I will be going through pairs and so forth on with you guys. So in this video, honestly speaking, not too much on filtering, but just my forecast and analysis what I have for this upcoming week. I know it has been a long time since I actually done this and made analysis on my laptop and so forth on. But guys, I have a child. I have the child, honestly speaking, and like I thought it was gonna be easy and like I can do this and that and work and manage it, but I'm still come to this point where I still am learning my routine and learning how I can actually manage this. So yeah, I'm as you guys know, I'm still young and so forth on. And I have a lot of responsibility on my plate and so, but I'm not using that as an excuse or anything like that. I'm all about hard work, dedication, and skill. Quick announcement. So for those who is new to the channel, welcome, guys. I am 100% transparent. I am 100% here for you guys to help you guys achieve your goals. Have a goal, have a routine, etc., etc. You have to break it down. Like, okay, cool. My goal is 3 months to 6 months. Okay, cool. That's the 3 months to 6 months. You have to break it down into routine, daily routines, and so on to actually achieve it. For those who's asking me signals and stuff like it, guys, I send my analysis. Like the way I send signals is not the fact that I'm gonna tell you when to buy. I'm gonna tell you when to, because like first of all, if someone tells you when to buy and when to sell, did you guys know that's actually someone giving you financial advice, even though they can make a disclaimer to say, okay, cool. There's not time financial advice and stuff like that. That's BS, honestly speaking, because like if you have money within the broker, like it kinda the disclaimer kinda is like it upholds its law, right? But like if you have money in a broker, right, that's where the disclaimer actually is, because like you obviously they're not giving you financial advice. But look at this. So like you have money in a broker, someone is telling you, okay, cool, buy Nasdaq now. That person is giving you financially advice to say you must use your money to place an order in order to buy Nasdaq, like buy Nasdaq, and in order to make a specific profits. Isn't that financial advice, guys? Like honestly, speak to me, right? You guys know me. I'm transparent, and I'm like I'm not with other traders, and I'm not against them, but I'm just like not on that type of level. So like the way I take the way inform you guys about my signals is like I tell you guys, I'm buying Nasdaq now. Stop loss at this, risking 1%. Because I'm telling you guys what I am doing. I'm not saying you guys must buy and sell. That's how my signals actually work. So like I want you guys, like my main objective is not to give signals or anything like that. My main objective is to give you guys financial growth, like to educate you, education basically. So that's basically it, and that's why we have analysis. And guys, for all the newbie traders in the group, for all of y'all, please go to the VIP education material. It is of utmost importance. And then go from skip all the wording, skip all of that stuff. Go to the foundation series. Don't go to quick tip season, whatever. Study the foundation series for 5 times if you have to, guys. Like from episode 1 to episode 10. Just study that. And yeah, take it from there. Take notes, follow the 3-step process, etc. Because a lot of people come to me, they ask me for signals, they ask me for this. If you ask me for signals, your mindset is on the wrong path already because you want money. No, you can't be trading the forex market because you want money now overnight, whatever the case may be. This ain't no get rich quick scheme. I lost more than 60,000 rand when I first started all my life savings and all of that stuff. Like obviously young and 60K for life savings is a little bit low, but nonetheless, right? That's all I had, and I built myself up. I lost it, then I made it again, and I made more, and I'm consistent. You guys see my results. You guys see no stuff. If I'm getting the results, and you guys, if you guys see my results and you guys are not there, then ask yourself, what are you not doing that I am doing? Because instead of it's weekend, I'm thinking about buying a beer or bottle, whatever. I'm on the market. I am studying. I'm finding extra side hustles. I am literally grinding. I'm not out there partying or whatever the case may be. A lot of people say, no, I don't have money to fund my account. I don't have this, bro. You don't have education to fund your mind, first of all. And because you don't have education to fund your mind, that is the reason why you don't have money. You know. Nonetheless, that's psychology 101. I'm gonna try my utmost best to give you guys more psychology tips and so forth on. But for now, Sunday market breakdown, let's get it, gang. I'm not editing the videos. I hope if you guys know about editing videos, please let me know. But like, I'll just do this raw, right? Anyway, monkey. So basically, we're looking at the DXY, right? So probabilities versus possibilities, right? Obviously, if you zoom this chart out, always try to zoom the chart out, guys. Honestly speaking, guys, this is all in the foundation series, how to analyze and etc. etc. But guys, be more active in the group. Talk to each other. they help each other, etc., etc. Yeah, and DM me as well. Sometimes I don't respond to my DMs that often, like that fast, honestly speaking. But like you guys know the vibes, I'm always there for you. So nonetheless, right, and if I'm speaking too fast, it's just because I don't want this network to lag, guys. Nonetheless, so this is an impulse, right? Now DXY followed by this major correction, right? So we have this one touch, two touch, we had a third touch, a did drop, but the market is acting according to this trend, and we actually have this fourth touch. So the market could either drop from this level over here, bear in mind this is a monthly, or the market can trickle its way up, catch everyone on the wrong side of the market, then push up, make a new high, come to the downside, and then drop, right? So we always think in probabilities, right? Always ask yourself a question: is this trade financially worth it? You always have to ask that question. Don't think like 1,000 rand account, boom, you see me put a billion orders and stuff like that. That's like not advisable. But as you guys can see, I can put a lot of orders on a cent account on tradefills.s is the cent account, and I can risk 100 rand. That's like, and I have 1,000 rand in my other accounts. You guys know the wallets on tradefills and stuff. If you guys are funding with 1,000 rand, put 900 rand in your wallet and then 100 rand in your normal professional Zoho account, live trading account, right? And then if you guys want to risk, then risk the whole 100 rand, and then in order to make more, that's basically how I do it these days. So like instead of risking 1% on a 1,000 rand account, I rather risk it 100 rand and keep my 900 rand in my wallets on trade fills, nonetheless. So basically we've been hovering over here, right? And as you can see, we have another expanding. Guys, you guys must understand, if you guys don't know your patterns by now, an expanding can act as a reversal or continuation. But it depends on the area where it is at. So over here, right, we're at this significant high, right? And we're at that fourth touch, honestly speaking. And we had this beautiful, nice expanding nature over here, right? So like this for me is still bullish, right? It's obviously still bullish compared to the bearish candles. So we need more momentum. We need more selling steam to actually go to the downside on this level. Because like you can't be expecting sales over here, but look at the momentum in this candle shapes over here, right? It's low momentum candlesticks. So what are we here? We're in a type of correctional phase here, right? And bear in mind, this is on the weekly, guys. So on a higher time frame, we know in a correctional phase, so we don't want to trade anything corrective at this current state. So there's two possibilities where I can see, but because we're still in a bullish trend, right? Higher highs, higher lows. I definitely see there's a probability where the market might even drop from here, right? The market might drop here. Sorry, let me just take the brush tool. As you can see, first touch, second touch, the market might just trickle its way over here, right? And then move to the upside, right? That's basically a probability, or the market could start dropping, honestly speaking, and then give us a correction over here to move to the downside, right? But the market needs to be impulsively. The market needs to move impulsively, and impulsively, if there's a leg that I can use, let me just check something like this. Let's just do this, take it from here, take it somewhere from here, yeah. So we can take that over here, just zoom a little bit in. If the market represents something like this, then I'll definitely be interested in it. So maybe something like this over here, give us a correction, and then it breaks impulsively like this over here, right? If the market drops like this, then obviously we'll definitely be looking at the pattern like this to move to the downside, right? That's the only way I would take, like, confirm sells, right? And bear in mind, this is on the daily, so it might take a couple of days to actually see that momentum. So don't trade like you must do this or whatever the case may be. The second scenario that I do see is because of this bullish candle over here, and it's a bullish engulfing, right, on the daily, right? We can see something like this. And I think I see something on USD or something, a similar pattern like this. So like price doesn't necessarily have to give us a third touch to move to the upside, right? This is all that I'm seeing, right? We're always trading probabilities, guys, possibilities versus probabilities. And if you jot down to the 4-hour chart, market actually respected this type of zone. So as you guys can see, like this is all that I see. Like market came from a massive impulse, right? Like bullish impulse, honestly speaking. So you can see over here, right? This bullish impulse, and this just looks like a normal continuation pattern to go to the upside. So that's basically all that I see at this current state. So we will see how the market can act accordingly. So on the 4-hour, what I have right now is I've highlighted my low and I've highlighted my high, right? So I will be trading accordingly what happens over here. So if the market over here gives us a nice continuation pattern, right? Over here and gives us a double bottom. I'll be waiting for the first push and then flag. Then obviously I was expecting obviously bullish momentum from this moment, right? Of the market breaks here above continuation. Then obviously that's confirming more bullish momentum, right? And the other scenario on the daily time frame, as I informed you guys, the market could break all of these, right? All of this low momentum candlesticks I would be expecting over here to move to the downside. Wait for the first impulse, guys. And then flag and then move to the upside, right? Always have these possibilities versus probabilities, right? Or last scenario, guys. Last scenario. I would definitely highlight this low just for a point of reference, right? And then just see, boom, if we get a drop, then I'll obviously confirm the sales, right? That's basically it. So I don't want to confuse you guys with so much stuff and like so much possibilities and probabilities, right? All that we're going to do for this upcoming week, I'm gonna see what's happening over here, you know. So like you never want to trade here in the middle or anything like that. You want to see what's gonna happen at this high or at this low, you know. So that's basically it. So on a higher time frame, like from a daily's perspective, I'm definitely bullish. Obviously, still bullish on the DXY because we have obviously higher highs is being created over here, right? And then higher lows obviously is being created, right? So that's basically all I see. So I would see how the market reacts, and then that's basically it. So I'll leave my chart like this clean, and like on the 4 hour, like I informed you guys, I'll just see what happens in between of these areas, right? So yeah, that's basically it, guys. And yeah, there's nothing more to it. Honestly, I don't want to overcomplicate things. Moving on, let's look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq is bullish, guys. For those who trade in Nasdaq and US30, right? Like the reason, like I said, when is I think yeah, Friday I said I'm buying US30, right? I send the signal, basically my type of signal, guys. I said, guys, Friday, I'm buying US30, right? And I bought it approximately over here, right? My analysis was about like this, some over here, right? Yeah. And then I said, guys, I'm buying USD, etc., etc. Yeah, I remember this candle. It was about here, I remember, and my stop loss was just here below. And my GP was about 3%, I think, there around here. My TP was on a higher time frame because I saw something on a higher time. Yeah, my TP was about here. Not that I use TPs, but like um like just inflection points for me. So that's basically the trade, right? If you guys saw that it's in the Telegram group, etc., right? So this is the trade. Why did I take this trade over Nasdaq, right? Because like the reason, like, you must look at the most clearest setup. What caught me off was this week, and I don't, that's not a clear setup, because like you will just be guessing a buy or a sell over here, right? And I know some of my friends just said, oh, I'm selling here, etc., it's gonna fall this week. And I said, and some of my friends said, "Oh, buy whatever," and I just said, guys, I don't even care what you guys say. I'm not trading this pay because there's no clear setup over here. Those who caught this buy, congratulations, whatever. But what textbook do you actually have for catching this buy? Can you guys like give me a short video and description of what you guys actually? And don't try to make up something and say, "Okay, cool, that week rejected of something and I moved to the upside." Don't try to make it up, because that's you actually lying to yourself. And like 9 out of 10 times, you won't be able to catch a trade like this again. Nonetheless, so for me on the day on the higher time frame, right? I was still looking for selling momentum, right? Because like I told you guys, like such as lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, etc., right? And I was expecting the market to drop a little bit more down to these levels over here to move to the upside, right? Because it would only make sense structurally from a structural point of view, right? To go to the upside. That's basically it, right? And because I didn't get the setup, I didn't take the trade. Honestly speaking, it wasn't clear enough for me, honestly. And you could have something like this as well. Look at the previous low. Yeah, I think I had something like that on. Looked at the previous low. If it obviously close above, then I'll be looking for bearish momentum as bullish momentum as well, which it obviously did. But this wasn't clear and it didn't fit my trading plan. So that's why I did not trade it. Because like for me, I had this analysis on. Let me just erase everything. I'll go on the 4 hour for y'all. I had this analysis on. This was my analysis basically. Not this. It was something like this. Yeah, yeah, it was this arc, right? So like this analysis was on, right? And looking at this previous high. So we had that beautiful price action. So my first touch, second touch, it's a near miss, but okay. Third touch over here, and then we drop. And that third touch is beautiful because it's actually at the double top zone, right? That's the type of trade I would definitely be likely to entertain, right? And then obviously we got this push to the downside, and then we had this correction over here, which you could have also entered, and then boom, move to the downside. This week was just volatility, so don't worry about that. Just follow these other this type of flag over here to move to the downside, right? And that was the trade. But like the 90% rule was all over here, right? So like this was the 90% rule. I'm explaining you guys my thought process. So like we broke that, right? And because we broke that, all that the person like my trading plan was to the point like I will be waiting for that breakout and then a continuation pattern over here to move to the downside, right? That is my trading plan. So when we broke out, we broke with a wick, and that's not the like that's not the nature that I'm not looking for anything like it. And I've seen setups like this play out like obviously you guys know the vibes. Like I seen setups play like this, a push to the downside, followed by correction, and then we obviously be happy to entertain it if the risk reward ratio is good, right? But that did not happen and that did not play out. So would I take that trade? No, I'm not gonna take that trade, honestly, because I didn't get that clear correction to move to the downside. And now everyone is trying to guess work this. Okay, cool, I'm gonna buy this, etc. etc. Looking at the double bottom zone over here, which is not wrong, honestly speaking. Like, there's no right or wrong. It's just analysis. I'm looking at the double bottom zone over here to move to the upside, but there's no clear progression over here for me to take that trade. So what do I do with trade like this? I cancel it out. That's plain and simple. Then I evolve with the market. I adjust the trend right now. So that's basically what I see. And I'll definitely see how Nasdaq responds. Adjust the trend like this, which looks more clearer for me. And also, if the market can give us some type of continue, like a reverse type of pattern over here, I wouldn't take this as a risk entry. I would wait for the first push. I'm not doing it accurately, but you guys get the point. I would wait for the first push over here, then move to the downside, right? That's basically that I would be looking for. So I'm just adjusting over here and see how the market will react. So, but I'm gonna show you guys now of how yeah, as you guys can see, even on a 1 hour. There's like no push and correction, this week. Maybe you guys go on a 15 or whatever, but that's not in my trading plan. So I would never take a trade like this just to help myself. You guys put the trade, if it is in the trading plan, so be it. But this would just be a guessing trade to actually buy, honestly speaking, for me. So that's why I stayed out of this market, So I'll definitely see what the market has installed. The market might give us more bullish momentum. As you can see, the daily close is very, very bullish. So the market might even move over here, then give us that downside momentum. But I'll see how the market acts because at this moment the market closed bullish, right? And there's obviously a bullish engulfing. So then if I do see, however, if I have to erase this analysis of like if I have to erase this analysis off and not be so fixated on a bias, if I do see however the market break above, give us a nice continuation pattern, I'll definitely be happy to entertain that. I'll definitely be happy to entertain that, 100%. But for now, as I evolved with the market, I am just sticking to the setup that I already have, currently speaking. Guys, send your analysis yourself on. There's no right and wrong when it comes to the market. Yeah, we just analyzing and forecasting. I don't know why, like a lot of people are so like afraid and like, oh, this and that and that and this, but it's not really like that, guys. So it's just analyzing the market. You don't need to be shy or anything like that. No one is right or wrong. If it plays out, it plays out. If it doesn't, we move on with our life. So this is on. I'll have this analysis on to see why do I have this analysis on because like and why am I looking for buying? Because obviously I'm for selling opportunity because obviously we came from a definitely a bearish trend, and obviously this impulse over here just seems like a massive impulse and this is correction to move to the downside as well. If I do see heavy, like sorry that's so much, but if I see heavy bearish momentum, and then I'll definitely be happy to entertain it. But because of this price action over here, I'm still bearish. So yeah, and then look at US30. I can explain my thought process is beautiful at US30, because this obviously looks way more clear, way, way, way more clear. So just never mind this. Just never mind all of these vibes. We just delete it. So with US30, right, it looks beautiful because like we had something like this, right? Also a bearish trend, lower lows, lower highs. Lower lows obviously here. lower highs on top, etc. Right? But you guys can see clear as day, right? From a daily perspective, that we've been moving upside. This is a bullish trend, right? Market is just going up. Like if I ask my girlfriend, guys, like what market is the market going up and down at this and this that, and I inform her, look here, this green type of candles is up and the red type of candles is down. So obviously I did really ask her this, and she said, cool, this is going up. It's clear as day, right? So I'm only looking for buy setups, And then on a 4 hour, same thing happened, right? We came from this bullish trend, etc., right? So I'm not gonna draw something over here. Sometimes you do, like majority of the time, you don't need to draw a trend to know it's bullish, guys. You can obviously see it's making higher highs, right? And higher lows, because obviously this low is higher than that low. This low is higher than that low, You can put it like that. So it can be a double bottom, whatever the case may be, but you guys get the point, right? So like this was beautiful because like I looked at the market on this, right? This happened Friday. And then I went to the 1 hour and then I was like, okay, cool. I'm just erase. Yeah, here's my original trade. Just erase this. Is it? Yeah, that's my original trade. The network was just taking 5 years to load. But this was the original trade, right? And I sent it in the group, guys. Definitely, you guys should go check it out. So like what I show here is basically we're coming from a bullish trend, right? And there's a lot of like look at there's a lot of bullish momentum, right? Honestly speaking, look at this progression over here, and it's going just upwards, upwards, upwards. So like I looked at these zones over here, right? And I'm not taking this as support or anything like that. I just looked at this as orders, and you can have it something like this if you guys want to. So I looked at like, okay, cool. The market came over here, and then the market bought, right? Then the market came over here again, and then the market bought again, right? Which gives me a clue. The market is actually giving me a clue. You're like, hey, wait a minute. We are actually failing to break below, We are failing to break below these levels and these levels, right? And the market is just like, look at this lows. If you have to like look in hindsight in depth, look at this lows, right? It's creating a higher low, right? Like this low is higher than that low, and this low is higher than that low. And look at the candlestick formation, guys. Like followed, we came here, right? Again to these buy orders. It's all stacking buy orders, right? Long orders. And then we stopped with a doji, followed by a bullish engulfing. So when we closed from that bullish engulfing, that's when I entered. Because it's like obviously a morning star, right? Two bearish candles. One in the middle is a doji, followed by a bullish engulfing. That is a morning star. A morning star, you can just remember like when the sun rises in the morning, it's a morning star, it's going up. When the sun sets in the evening, it's an evening star, it goes down. That's how I remember what the morning and the evening star is. And this is beautiful price action, and it's on a 1 hour. Majority of the time you'll find these patterns. I'm candlestick confirmation patterns on the 1 hour. And then I'm like, wow, okay, cool. I'm buying, guys. My stops is below these lows, right? Basically below these two lows over here, because that's the most recent. I don't care about this over here. That's not most recent. I always look at the most recent price action. And then I said, okay, cool, guys. I'm entering. First inflection point is over here, because like I managed it over here, right? When I managed it, obviously, then I would move my stop loss to over here. And then boom, second inflection point, the previous highs, daily highs, 4 hour highs, was over here, right? And then the market actually skyrocketed, right? So currently holding 5.60 or 5.68% on this trade, and that's how I caught a buy on US30. But did I get something like that on Nasdaq? No. Look here, I have multiple confluences over here, and over here, like, yeah, I have multiple confluences. And if the market did break below these lows, like if the market continues selling over here, right, then I'll definitely be looking at obviously selling opportunities, right? But the market didn't give us that. The market gave us a clear as day impulse correction over here, impulse correct, a larger flag over here to move to the upside. The market failed to break below these levels. That's it. That's the reason for why. Okay, a lot of buy orders is being stacked over here. Institutional banks, call it what you want, and then boom, reason for taking it to the upside. That is my trade breakdown on US30. That's basically it, guys. There's nothing more to it. Moving on with our lives, let's go look at some pairs. So I'm gonna do some pairs until the Zoom call session ends, etc. But like that's basically it, guys. So USD saw vibes, and I hope you guys please leave your comments if you guys want to and so forth on. But that's basically my breakdown, etc. So yeah, USD saw, however, guys, I'm not so gonna draw stuff and whatnot because I want to move on to other pieces as well. So USD ZAR, I'm just gonna try to make it plain and simple for you guys. USD ZAR on a monthly, we have this massive, guys, like massive pattern over here, right? So I'll definitely be looking for a pattern like that to move to the downside, right? However, we do have an area of significance, which is the previous high. So the market could reach, and obviously, guys, you can see this is reaching up to one of these levels. So I wouldn't peek into like trading this in this zone like as it is, right? If you do get on a lower time frames, a beautiful correction, however, then I will be happy to entertain it. But like looking at the nature of this, you can obviously see that this is obviously bullish, so I'll definitely be looking for buying opportunities. But when I do look for sales, I will be looking at those zones over here, you know looking at obviously the previous high over here to move to the downside, or I'll be looking for that first touch, second touch, third touch, then move to the downside. And bear in mind, guys, this is a monthly. So if you can get this direction, like imagine you put this trade over here, right? You've been holding for like a few months, guys, like probably the whole year already on USD ZAR. So this is the type of trades I love on when it comes to currencies. Currencies is when you're like more patient and so forth in dices is like fast movements, volatility, so obviously more volatile and stuff. But you can make your money obviously in currencies, and you can be a chilled trader. Yes, you can be chilled. So you don't need to be all in depth in the market and stuff like that. If you guys have like a 1K account, right, and you entered somewhere over here, you guys know where that on a 0.01 lot size, you guys know where that account will be right now. You'll be deep in full of profits, right? I wouldn't be surprised you're over 10K already with the 1K account, and you're just holding. It's like an investment. You just see it how it grows and stuff like that. A lot of people are so fixated on money. And like that's why in the future I do want to start I am going to study to get my financial advisory license and open an educational institution where I can actually teach people like what money is really about. Because a lot of people have this concept in their mind and they're so attached and they need to buy this and they need to buy all of this nonsense. But like in order to grow, you need to not buy stuff. You need to like invest in, and investing isn't about like buying. Investing is basically about planning. I met a guy, he's a director, not a director, he works in a film industry, and I asked him, do you have any advice on investing and stuff? He said, heck no, he doesn't know anything about investing. But he says his words say he doesn't know anything about investing, but what he does is investing. So he has cameras and equipment like filming equipment, which he uses to like guys note guys, this guy created One Piece. He filmed One Piece on Netflix, gang. I actually met this guy. But nonetheless, like what this other equipment, he actually rents it out and he makes profit of that, and he makes like profit like more than 50K of renting equipment out, guys. So like that's also investing. So like I want to teach people the concept behind what investing really is, but that's for the future, guys. For now, we're just trading forex. Anyway, moving on. Weekly chart, gang. Let's get it. So on the weekly chart, all right, I have two possibilities that I've already outlined over here. So the first possibility is obviously looking at the double top area. That's beautiful spacing, beautiful double top vibes to move to the downside, right? Or we're gonna trickle our way all the way on top over here. So let me just make my chart sexy. So anyway, we're gonna trickle our way all the way here on top, right? As you can see, and then give us that beautiful third touch to move to the downside, right? That's all that I have for now. So let's look on a daily and a 4 hour. How we can look. Maybe we see a pattern or whatever the case may be. But like as you guys can see on the DXY, like I showed you guys, this looks more clear than the DXY. Honestly speaking, for buys, guys, for buys. So we have this over here. We trickling our way up, right? Higher highs, higher lows, etc. Right? And then obviously over here, I see a continuation pattern, a continuation pattern to move to the upside, right? So if we do get the opportunity, definitely. And this is basically my analysis. So we have this over here, our first touch over here, our second touch over here, and our third touch. And guys, remember I did have an analysis where we might have go from here to move to the downside. But sometimes, guys, you guys like the reason for this and the reason why I missed this beautiful buy entry, right? Like I missed it over here, and this is 4 hour candles. Look at this. Like we're at the third touch, right? Obviously, and there's so much indecisive candles. Like the same thing that I showed you guys on US30, right? Look at this. The market is failing to break below, right? And you can have a little box if you guys want to, right? It's just my box means like that sounds so weird in my head. Stop it. But anyway, this over here is just to indicate buy orders, right? So the market is actually stacking, building buy orders over here to move to the upside, and it's failing to break below, right? As you guys can see over here, like this weak rejections means that we are failing to break below, right? So if you get like a multitude of these weak rejections at the area of significance and at the third touch pattern, you know, okay, cool, we're looking to go to the upside, vice versa for sales, right? So we are not done yet because there's still so much room to move to the upside, right? There's definitely so much room to move to the upside, right? And if the risk reward ratio is good, when I say if the risk reward ratio is good, I mean like, I'm talking about risk more than reward. So like if the risk is 1% of your capital, then so be it, and you can take the trade. But if it's not 1% and it's more, maybe 1.5 for me maximum, but like if it's more 5% of your whole thing, like of your whole account, then why are you actually taking a trade? You know, I wouldn't even look to entertain that vibes. Never. Nonetheless, moving on with my life swiftly. So this is what I have over here. The market showed its hand. The market pushed above, and now we're waiting for that beautiful correction over here to move to the upside. So if we can maybe get a nice, beautiful buy, long position over here, maybe at these areas, you know, because we have 2 weeks over there, and the market is failing to break below. So we have a nice like over here vibes, and then we can target over here. First inflection point would be like 15%. 90% will be like 17.7%. If you get the entry like this will be a beautiful setup, guys. And remember, guys, like the 1 hour, 50 minute. If I go, I'm on the 4 hour right now, right? If I go on the 1 hour right now, I'm only filtering or refining what I already see on the 4 hour. And if I go on the 15 minute and my time frame is on the 1 hour, I'm only filtering what I already see on the 1 hour. You know? So like I just not told you guys, on the 4 hour, I'm looking for that correction to move to the upside, right? Refinement on the 1 hour lower time frame to already just to confirm what I'm already seeing in the high time frame. I'm looking for a pattern, something like this, you know. So that's it, guys. This is what basically I'll be looking if I don't get a pattern like this. And there's a possibility where the market might even come over here again, test that lows again to move to the upside. I'll definitely take that, but I will definitely see how the market goes here. So if it comes here in a reversal type of pattern, boom, break that pattern, give us a 15-minute flag, 5-minute flag, boom, I'll be happy to entertain that, you know. But this is all that I have on USD. So moving on with our lives. USD CAD gang. um it's actually a beautiful, I want to actually show you what was it, Aussie dollar or something like that, you know. So I think I would show you guys maybe Aussie dollar, or was it, no, it was euro Aussie, I think. Yeah. Nonetheless, right, I'm gonna go to my supplementary page after the USD CAD vibes, you know. So like over here, right, let's go on USD CAD, honestly speaking. So this is what I had on USD CAD, right? So monthly, guys, remember, always go to your monthly. Don't come send, even in the group, guys, when you guys send your analysis and stuff, don't come send a 1 hour chart and then that's it. That just shows me how much effort you actually putting into showing your charts, right? You guys need to like literally break it down from the monthly, you know, especially if you're new. So obviously you can see there's an impulse up, a massive correction, you know. So like, and look over here, guys, like I wouldn't like, look over here, right? There's a lot, and there's a monthly candle, guys. So that's bullish as if, honestly speaking, you know. So I will only be looking for sales at these areas over here. And I know the daily and the weekly candles, they can be a little bit overwhelming and stuff, but just zoom out and look at the monthly and see how the candle is actually forming, you know. So or price is actually forming, you know. So this looks like a beautiful, beautiful third touch area over here. And imagine, guys, imagine you catch this trade from here on top, you know. You can literally just forget, take the trade and forget. Let's just say you take a trade here on top, right? And you have a manager, like let's just say you have like at least, obviously it won't be like this now, but let's just say you get like a 30 pip stop loss, right? And your target is like over here as a minimum percent. Guys, it's like 83% like trade, guys. You know, let me look at the perspective of things. Let's just say you caught this buy, even, right? You managed to catch this buy right over here, etc., right, on the lower time frames, etc. I'm just making this example. And you have like, let's just say like a 30 pip or whatever the case, like a 30 pip stop loss, right? And you're still in this trade and you're targeting this highs over here, right? It's 81%, right? At this current state, you would be holding like almost 50% on this trade. And you like look at, and you target it on the monthly and so forth on. You see the potential in this. So don't be so fixated on the weekly, 4 hour or 1 hour, you're sending a billion analysis on one time frame. Just doesn't work like that, guys, honestly speaking, So let's just clear some charts up over here, you know. And look over here, like if you understood the monthly time frame, then you would have known that this would be buys. You would be more into buys than sells, right? Obviously speaking, because like over here, this caught the person off guard, right? Because a lot of people would have think like this. Including myself, honestly speaking, I'm not like a Mr. Perfect or Mr. Miyagi type of master of forex here. I'm a normal human being. I learn and evolve with the market, but I do like a lot of people. I am consistent in most because I follow a trading plan and I have a statistical edge within the market. So it just makes sense. Anyway, so as you can see here, trickling over here, right? I looked at this over here, right? And this would catch a lot of people off guard because like we look at this phase over here, right? And we say, okay, cool, this is impulsive gang. Oh, okay, and then this is the correction phase over here. And then obviously you would be looking for a sell over here, right? And you would be looking for first touch, second touch, a third touch over here to move to the downside, right? Because of this momentum over here and this corrective price action over here, you would be looking at that. But if you actually look at the on the monthly and stuff like that, you would be looking at like, wow, we are actually looking at buys because we're looking at this area over here, and we've already made us our second bottom over here, nice spacing to move to the upside, right? That's basically clear as day what a normal person would have seen, like a more advanced trader would have seen, So at this moment, you can see there's a lot of bullish momentum. As you can see, these lows are higher lows and these highs are higher highs, So any continuation pattern from a standpoint view over here to move to the upside, I'll definitely be happy to entertain it, But I will, because of this momentum over here, right? And because of the gap of where we're actually going to reach, like obviously this gap from here, like let's just say from year to year is about like 1,000 and something perks, right? So you're not gonna get 1,000 and something perks on any given day just because you have a mini correction, right? The market needs to create volatility and it needs to be like catching retails on the wrong side of the market to catch their money basically in order to make more money. Anyway, so I'll be looking for a larger flag over here, I'll definitely be maybe looking for a daily flag to move to the upside, right? If you see a daily flag like this, picture perfect, I'll definitely be happy to entertain it, you know. But like scalpers, they would take a nice they scalpers and so forth on, they would be happy to entertain themselves. But like I like to stay on the bigger side, on the bigger picture of the market, because like I don't need to worry, like I can do so much stuff with my life, while my capital is growing if I get a great entry point. So sorry about that. I don't even know what I pressed now. Anyway, so on the daily, right, we can see something like this, and we actually have a nice double bottom. Honestly speaking, guys, if you guys see this, beautiful. So on the daily, right, we have all of these weeks we fell into break below. We have a lot of bullish momentum, as you can see over here. So like, boom, we have this over here, correction, anticipating to go to the upside. So all that I do is jot down my lows and my highs. So my lows is obviously what I've already have this red line on. My high is all over here by that week, you know, and then I would be looking for buying opportunities because this is what I see, guys. I'm not gonna tell you guys I'm seeing sales or whatever the case may be when I don't, you know. All that I see at this moment is like buying opportunities. So the market over here could give us opportunity. Like I wouldn't want to, like, you could throw this if you would like to, you know, if you would like to, like, but I don't like doing so much trends and patterns and stuff because like you're more fixated. I found myself when I was younger, or like earlier in the forex market, I'm more fixated on seeing this yellow lines over here than actually looking at price as it is, because like I already know that we're creating lower lows on this, right? And I'm expecting a just double bottom. I'm expecting the market to move to the upside. Except that it's corrective price nature compared to the higher time frames. We're looking at obviously bullish momentum. I already know all of this stuff, right? So I'm not gonna say like throw this nonsense on, because I don't want to be fixated on that. I want to see what's actually happening now at price action, currently. So I would have something like this over here, inflection points over here, you know, and then obviously over here we'll erase that because I already know at the double bottom vibe, and I just want to see what's gonna happen in between these zones over here, So then I'll be only laser focusing on what's gonna happen over here. We might even drop from this zone over here to move to the downside and then give us to go to the upside. And then also if you do want to like draw a pattern, I only like drawing recent patterns, guys. I'll be looking at a pattern like this, you know something like that, and like this. You can have, Just week is just volatility. So like you might like you can have it something like that, but like I said, it's just volatility, right? But let's just make it beautiful for now, right? But you guys get the point. The point is not how neat you can draw your candles or anything like that. The point is like what is the structure of price, you know? So we can have something like this. Jot down that low again over here, and this will be a beautiful play out, you know. It's like this could be like over here, boom, to move to the upside, right? So I'll definitely see what's gonna happen over here. So the market can do this, each thing, push up, 15-minute flag to go to the upside. I know I'm not drawing it accurately, but you guys see first touch, second touch, waiting for the third touch over here to move to the upside, right? Trades like this, I would definitely allow the market to show its hand. But the market can even do this, quickly its way up over here, boom, over here, move to the downside, right? So if the risk reward ratio is good, then I'll definitely be happy to entertain it. But like I said, guys, like I said, my bias is on more bullish momentum because we definitely see this a lot of freaking bullish momentum over here, you know, and this over here, like sorry. That's over here is beautiful for me, beautiful price action, honestly speaking. Because like I like the fact that we have so much like correction over here, you know. Because like this is just building volatility to move to the upside, right? I like this vibes over here. So yeah, seems awesome for me, you know. So like yeah, that's what I definitely like. Moving on. I'll just keep this as it is. Let me go to my additional. Let me go to my top pay vibes. Just wanted to show you guys that vibe. And in this, however, oh, EuroCAD was EuroCAD. Yeah, I like EuroCAD. It looks beautiful, honestly speaking. You know, so like longer term, right? Honestly, longer term. This is a month, you guys. Longer term, I definitely see like this is a double bottom area. You also can have this zone over here. You know, to move to the upside, etc. Right? Like the market could move. Sorry, the market could move from the zone up, right? Or the market could actually come over here and then move to the upside, right? But I tried what I say and I don't tell it what I think I see. So on a monthly perception, I definitely see that. But on a weekly, looking at this type of vibes over here, as you can see, there's orders over here. There's a lot of selling orders over here being stacked, you know. So like something like this could happen over here as well, right? In the market is actually to fail to break above. So I look for more continuation pattern, you know, to move to the upside. I will look for a bigger continuation pattern, maybe on a daily or so for some. But I do see something. I definitely do see something, you know, over here. So let's go on a 4 hour. Sorry about that. So we might form a bigger flag, you know, like because of this over here, we might form a bigger flag like correction, boom, and then form a bigger flag over here, you know, something like this to move to the upside, right? But for now, I'm just trading what I see. So all that I see right now, we had this wedge type of vibe, one touch, two touch, third touch over here, the market started dropping, and then boom, when we got to these levels over here, the market started impulsing to the upside. And then obviously this sell didn't get to sell over here. So the market moved to the upside and then drop below, right? Just imagine that. And this is the type of momentum like I know the higher time frames we seen buys and all of that good stuff. But like over here, like I definitely look at this. This is a lot of selling momentum, you know. So for me, this is nice, you know. This is definitely nice, you know. And my 90% rule is way over here, right? So all that I'm seeing at this current state, if I go on the 1 hour, is that we see obviously a head and shoulder, right? So like left shoulder over here, the head over here, and the right shoulder over here, right? And it only makes sense that the market will be coming to these selling orders again to move to the downside, right? So all that I have over here, if you want to drop it to the 15-minute, you know, I'm just gonna refine it in the 15-minute and just take this off. Just take this off. Refining it on the 15-minute. All that I have over here. This over here. This type of vibe over here, you know. So obviously this ray line is where the left shoulder is. So the marker can just wiggle its way up here. Give us a nice pattern over here. Boom. Third touch. Definitely. If we get the third touch over here with candlestick rejection, like obviously confirmation of candlesticks, and then I'll risk entry this, you know, stops us above like a 15 or 20 pip stop loss. But also if I get a re-entry, a push down, followed by a continuation pattern, I'll definitely be happy to entertain it, right? My first inflection point will be this 90% rule over here, but obviously overall targeting. Let me show you guys targeting the day. I think it's a daily or 4 hour. 90% rule. It does. So we get this play a short play like this out. Boom. Something like this. I'll definitely be happy to entertain it. Let's just say 20 pip stop loss, etc. First inflection point will be over here, so 4%. And then over here, that will be like a 14% over here, you know. So I'll definitely be happy to entertain that. But yeah, guys, that's all that I have for today. Yeah, if you guys need anything, let me know. But yeah, that's all that I have for now. Stay blessed, guys. Stay safe. Yeah, have a blessed Sunday further, and let's kill the markets, guys. Let's definitely kill the markets. Shaquille King, signing out. Okay.